What's up, YouTube? I know it's pretty loud out here, but today I got an extra special review, fresh from Target. We're taking a look at the, well, you can't really see it in the light, can you? The Hammond collection Pyroraptor. Sorry about that camera issue. My camera got a little wet while I'm filming out here. Yes, we're filming a new movie. Anyway, that is not the point. The point is this brand new Pyroraptor. The packaging is Raptor right there. Yeah, as you can see, my camera really likes to glitch up right now. Back on the back, it says, when Kayla Watts and Owen Grady crash land on the frozen lake in Biosyn Valley, they are ambushed by a perilous Pyroraptor. This feathered dinosaur with eye-catching colors is a threat to both land and water. Is a threat on both land and water? How water? Oh, I guess I could swim in the movie. I forgot about that. That's interesting. And the encounter leaves on them on thin ice in every sense. So we also got Claire Deering, Delta, and the other two we already got. Pretty standard packaging, I gotta say. Got a nice little render of the Pyroraptor right there. You get a nice little window of the Pyroraptor right there. I know the box is dirty. Well, I wonder why it's dirty out here, guys. Oh my goodness. Anyway, that is pretty much it for this box. I know you guys really can't get too good of a look at it because I'm outside, but you guys like the outside recording, so I thought this would be a fun one. But of course, we're gonna take a look at this back at the base too as well, because I want to get a good look at this box at least before we have to, tear it open. All right, so I wanted to, of course, take a look at the box here back at base, where you can get a better look at it. Because you can see the box is taking quite a bit of damage, being out there in the wild. A bunch of scuffs on it, and it's chipping away and whatnot. So no real point in taking any longer look at the box. Let's just go ahead and get this thing opened up. So here we have the Pyroraptor out of the packaging, and this is a really neat little dinosaur toy. I really actually did not notice how bad our first Pyroraptor figure was until I got this one, and I have a lot of good things to say about it and some mixed things to say about it. Nothing really bad to say about it, but just some things that I maybe want to not continue as a gosh, I can't think of the word, as a pattern or like a habit going in the future. Mainly articulation wise, and I'll go over that in just a bit. But first, let's just take a look at this Raptor. It looks really nice. One thing I do have to say is the colors are a little simple. I know it's MATTEL and everything, but this is Hammond collection, and while they do give you a bit of dry brushing here on the top back spine of this creature, there's nothing really going on with the red throughout the body. So it just kind of looks super bland and palish, just toyetic is what I'm trying to mean. And for the body down here, there is no secondary color. It is just how it is. So it does kind of come off looking two-tone and a little, well, very plain is what I'm trying to say. It just kind of looks plain. It's just kind of a red feathered raptor. And I know that's kind of how it was in the movie, but in the movie you could see the different shades, different tones, whatnot. You know, it made it look somewhat interesting, but even then, I still kind of think the movie design itself was a little boring itself. So these are definitely going to get repainted. I say these because I actually got two of them, but yeah, there's definitely some repaints coming up and some pretty cool ones at that. But anyway, back onto this figure. The paint is a little simple, but we've come to expect that. The detailing work is pretty good. Pretty nice feather work going throughout the entire body of this thing. You can get a better close-up look. The head is quite nice. I'm very happy with that. The teeth, they don't look too toy-y, because on this guy, the golden eye is actually pretty good. It actually comes off nicely. They have a nice adequate hole for it, so it doesn't look too bad. Come on. There we go. Now you guys get a good look at it. Yeah, when you guys... It's not that good on camera. None of them are, for the most part. But in person, this one actually works pretty well. They made it big enough and visible enough to really be appreciated. Because some of the other ones, the eye hole was just too small and deep. So the shadows and the plastic itself would obscure the eye a lot. This one does not have that issue. The eye is pretty clear, so Well, I still don't like glass eyes on these smaller dinosaurs. I mean, if you can do it good, I guess. And they did it pretty good here, so I guess they get away with this one. And I mean, this thing does look really nice. And let's take a look at what we got before. We're gonna go ahead and do our comparisons early. This is our original Pyroraptor. I don't know if this is the original release. They had a couple of them, but this is the original mold we got. And man, is there a world of difference. These just look like two different dinosaurs entirely. I do not know what they were thinking with the old hands on these. Because, I mean, now that you see how they're supposed to look, these are just like, what were they thinking? There's not even like the same ballpark. Completely different arms on the old Pyroraptor toy. So, I mean, really happy to get this Hammond collection, because it's always when you look at these Hammond collections, you realize how bad these original toys are, unless you do like side-by-side comparisons with like the movie display model. You think, oh, well, you know, they had to toyify it. But no, this is also toyified, so it's just strange that they screwed it up so bad the first time. But needless to say, that makes this Pyroraptor a must-have if you're a fan of that, of this dinosaur. Now, moving on to articulation, the neck is mainly what I was talking about earlier with, I don't quite want it to continue. With all the other Velociraptors, there was a hinge right here that would move up, and, you know, you get pretty good move up, move down, but there's nothing here because it's a ball peg instead in the neck, and there's a ball peg in the upper neck. And while that does offer unique movement, the up and down is a little weird and hindered. It doesn't quite go as much as it should, but yeah, I just can't. I don't know if I like this as much as I like the hinges. It doesn't really hinder articulation too much. It just hinders it in that certain direction. But I also feel like at the same time, it allows for more movement in maybe the side-to-side motion. You know what? Let's just grab Blue and do a comparison. Womp, then Blue suddenly appears. So, with Blue here, sorry if my back hurts so bad. It hurts so bad to kneel over like this. Blue has these hinges in the top of the bottom of the neck that allow for a lot of downward movement. So, sniffing the ground, sniffing the air. Also, of course, upward movement. Look at that upward neck bend, that lower neck bend. And she could still get all these really nice side-to-side movements. So let's compare their up and downs. Yeah. See what I mean? It is certainly hindered going down. Going up, not as much, which is pretty interesting. So it can actually look up a lot more than it can look down. And now this one can look side to side pretty good. So can Blue. So I rest my case. This is not a improvement on the neck articulation. It's a bit of a downgrade, and I do hope they go back to the classic just double hinge style for the necks. I do feel, and I've shown, that it offers a bit more range of movement than these. I don't know why they felt the need to switch over. Was the old hinges expensive? Was it brittle? I don't know. I never had it break on me. I just haven't seen an issue or a need to change it. It works so well. So that's pretty much the only articulation gripe I have. Everything else on this thing is pretty standard. The jaw, hinges open, teeth look great, mouth looks great. The arms, they do look a little puny right here where it connects into the elbow. It does kind of look like it could snap pretty easily, but I still haven't had that happen on any other Raptor. So, but it just looks a little weaker here. I guess it's my mind thinking that because the rest of this wing is so large, and then it just goes to this tiny connection piece. But it also kind of looks like it's jutting out a little more than usual. See what I mean? How it's like you can see the peg jutting out a little bit more than it does on Blue, and Blue it sinks into the socket more. Just kind of, I don't know, kind of throws off the feng shui of the arm. But still, you get a ton of articulation in there. Great articulation, of course. That is this line's selling point, so it better be. The leg is really nice. You get a lot of movement. They still kept the good old leg articulation with the hinges. They haven't gone to ball pegs with these, which is good. We still got our proportionally accurate, small feet, the tail, bendy wire rubber, and it is wonderfully sculpted. This thing really is a improvement, but not quite perfection. It is certainly the next step in Pyroraptor toy design, meaning throw out your old ones, they're pretty much useless, except the parrot. I was gonna make a pack with this one being a parrot, leader of the other two parrots that they released in the Dino Tracker wave, but they just look so strange next to each other. I mean, these molds are not compatible with each other. They don't look good next to each other. They look like separate dinosaurs, and this one just makes this one look so much worse. I don't even think a paint scheme could fix it, really. They just need to be in separate displays almost. I mean, this thing has basically no neck. It has a tiny little chub neck. Just goes from head to body. While this one actually has a fully formed neck and a proportionate body and correct arms. It's just, they don't look good together. So I'm hoping these Pyroraptors go on sale soon. Target loves to put new Hammond collection stuff on sale. So I'm hoping these Pyroraptors follow suit, because I'd love to get a whole pack of these. Whole 2-pack. I have a lot of ideas with these Pyroraptors. I love these little guys. So that's pretty much all I had to say. I'm going to have to give this guy a 8 out of 10. He is really good, but he has things that hold him back. His paint scheme is a little too simple, and his neck articulation is needlessly less than the others. It just felt like they were experimenting with this one, and I appreciate that. I like that they're experimenting and trying new things, but I think this experiment is a proven failure, and they should just go back to the old way, because, well, it just doesn't offer as much movement and freedom as the old hinge way does. That's just my 2 cents. And what do you guys think? Do you guys think this Raptor's flawless, or do you guys have a lot more issues with it than me? Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. This has been Toy Adventures, signing out, and I'll catch you guys on the 21st, when all the new other dinosaur stuff drops, because I'll be getting all of it and reviewing all of it. So coming this Sunday, guys, get ready for a wave of reviews. This has been Toy Adventures, signing out. Peace!